Hello there. My name is Sippies, and you can call me B. And welcome to Club Suicide. I mulled over this a lot. Like, should this playthrough be on my main channel or after dark? Because from what I know, this game doesn't really have sex in it. Like, that's usually the reason why I have stuff in After Dark is explicit sexual content, which from my understanding this game does not have. But you could probably tell from the name, this game will have like intense themes of like suicide and stuff like that. And I know on my main channel I have games like Doki Doki Literature Club. Guess technically milk inside of a bag of milk or something like that. I have games with darker themes, like even if Tempest even. But I don't know, something about this game wants me to put it on After Dark just for a precaution, I guess. And if it ends up like being fine, I guess, in that aspect, I mean, I guess it could do me some good, I guess, for After Dark, maybe, if that makes any sense. Probably not, but yeah, so I've decided to put this game on After Dark. Dude, I did get it on this website that would not take the kind of payment I have. So I literally I got like sorry, it's 8:30. I literally like got like a whole other banking thing just so I got like a Visa card so I could literally just so I could buy this game because it was only $8. And just by like the name and the art is gorgeous, by the way, but the name itself, it's, I don't know, it's like morbid curiosity. It's like, I gotta have this, I gotta play it. Don't tell my therapist, she will be very mad at me. She would probably not approve of me playing this game, so yeah. But that's what, I guess that is the theme of this channel, I guess. It's me torturing myself, I guess. Or at least with like Euphoria, at least. And the games I expect to play after Euphoria. I don't know when I'm gonna upload it because I like the current rotation I have with the games. But honestly, I'm just so curious about this game. I couldn't wait. But yeah. This work is pure fiction. The names of people, organizations, locations, etc. that appear are all fictitious and have no relations to any real entities. In addition, this work and all the characters and events that appear herein have not been created for the purpose of agreeing or disagreeing with, or expressing any form of opinion towards any real incidents, schools of thought, or beliefs. This work intentionally incorporates fictitious concepts. Attempts to replicate actions taken by the characters in this work will not yield the same results in real life because they do not try and carry out anything depicted in this work. I have heard this is like people were having issues with like the text, as you can see here. We ball. It should be fine. This work contains excessive violence and themes that may cause psychological distress. The following people should refrain from playing this game. So y'all should definitely take this into account too. Those who are mentally exhausted, those who have suicidal thoughts, those who engage in acts that are excessive and harmful physically or mentally towards themselves or others, those who struggle with comprehending objective morality, and those who struggle with reconciling their personal views and values with others. Some of these are, I don't know. Again, my therapist would not approve of me playing this game. Yeah. They approve of or recommend suicide, human rights violation, violence of any form of criminal activity. Players must be able to handle said topics and any situations that may arise therefrom sensibly and responsibly. Wow, there's no what? See you. At first I just, I saw new game, and I was like, whoa, there's only new game? And then I looked away and continue was there. So I think, yeah, I usually prefer doing, I like to go route order. But my girl, Atomi Kitten, says it's meant to be played blind. So I guess that's what I'm gonna try to do. And hopefully, there has to be settings, right? Oh, there it is. Oh. Voice. Oh, we can change our name, Shindo Ringo. Sorry, it's just her first name was Ringo. I kind of had to. There are over 100 ways the kanji for life can be read, but there's only one way to read the kanji for death. We can live however we want, but we all die in the end. I've heard that romantic saying somewhere before. Death comes knocking on every living creature's door. However, the weight of his presence varies from person to person. Others might think of death lightly compared to you. They might feel his overbearing presence more than you. Death's greatness and presence. We may never see it the same, but the way we value it does not change. I also think of death different from others. I value death in my own way. I'm thinking of killing myself. Ooh. It's like right off the bat, it's like, I'm thinking about killing myself. Again, warnings and shit. Focus on them. I'm gonna not. I'm planning on not really self-censoring. I don't have many friends. I don't know if I'd even call those people my friends. I'm not interested in going out of my way to make any. Even if I did, it'd be pointless to hope for an everlasting future together. I don't hate people. I don't particularly like them either. Like every child of man, I feel loneliness in my heart. However, I also hate being confined with others for long periods of time. Yeah, that's a mood. It's exhausting. So I eagerly watch as the clock ticks around to lunchtime, and then head out into the hallway alone to buy food. Taking my phone out of my skirt pocket, I unlock it. I got a couple social media notifications. I suppose you could argue that these are from my friends. They're people I enjoy talking to and sharing things with. There's no need for a physical body in a world where people use icons as masks. It's been the same since elementary. I'd never fit in at school. Even in high school, nothing has changed. I've never been bullied, but I stopped going as a way to try and escape this uncomfortably lonely feeling. I can't stand humans. No, it's this thing people call the norm that I fear and can't stand. The norm used to be me trying to find a place for myself in the nauseating study hall where I felt pressured by my peers. I shut myself in my room, stepping out only rarely at night. Before I knew it, a little over 2 years had passed since I graduated middle school. There's a reason why I came back to school after so long. It relates to the reason I wanted to commit suicide. Suicide. This term had crossed my mind many times before. Recently, I lost sight of the reason to keep on going. Dreams, goals, purpose. I got none of those. It just feels hard to breathe. Hard to move. I started thinking I'd be able to breathe better if I died. Things would probably be easier if my heart stopped beating. That's why I'm here. I kind of came to just look around. There's no longer any guarantee that the me of tomorrow will not commit suicide. Star Ringo. I stop on the stairs leading to the first floor. The bulletin board on the landing catches my eye. There's a schedule with rehearsal content up to the day of graduation posted. Oh yeah, there's only 1 week left into graduation, but that's not what has caught my eye. It's a small flyer beside it. I'm gonna turn up the text speed just a little bit, please. It's interesting. You could just change your name whenever. Is that the auto? I'm pretty sure that one is for like the autoplay. I feel like that's a very relatable thing. Not feeling like you don't really fit in. I don't know, especially with like neurodivergence and stuff. Though when I was in high school, throughout my school, I was really lucky to have like a group of friends that I really loved and stuff like that. And, so I wasn't ever lonely or anything. But when they're not around, when they were like not around, when I was like in classes where I didn't really know anyone, I definitely feel that. Like I'm always like the kid in the corner, like maybe like just drawing or something, keeping to myself, Club suicide. Okay, I'm allowed. I'm sorry. I am surprised school will allow that flyer. Maybe they just like put it there and none like the staff has seen it yet, but lordy. Club suicide. Looking for suicidal people. Meet and communicate with other suicidal people for the purpose of straightening your resolve. It's like fucking, I don't know. That can only go well. That sounds great. Eligibility. Reason for being suicidal is not needed. All suicidal students from the school are welcome. Meeting time and date, March 16th, Monday at 5:30 p.m. Location, meeting room 3. Max number of members, none. Purpose, for all club members to achieve their goal by March 23rd, Monday, the day of our school's graduation ceremony. Those planning to commit suicide, those who cannot decide when to commit suicide, those who still have any lingering regrets, come by and talk with like-minded people. By working together, you too can die peacefully. Don't be shy. Be the one who decides your own fate. Yeah, I don't think I would want this on my main channel. Once again, content warning for sure. Hoo boy. It kind of reminds me of like I guess this is a very loose comparison, but like the Blue Whale game where like a bunch of that I'm not sure if anyone had actually ever done before, but like the whole bunch of mentally ill people coming together, doing like various challenges where like the end goal is to die. And, like it kind of reminds me of a website too that I will not name. But from what I've seen, they do want people to get better too, but they also have like that, you know, that dark side to it where they will give you instructions of how to take your own life and stuff like that. I tried to look into it because of morbid curiosity, but I didn't get in, which is probably for the best. In hindsight, yeah, it's probably for the best. I don't think I need that in my life. Club suicide. A club for suicidal people. This flyer wasn't there when I went up these stairs this morning. Yeah, that's fair. I doubt like it would be up for long. A meeting is going to be held on March 16th at 5:30 p.m. That's today after class. It's gonna happen in the meeting room 3 on the 3rd floor. I'm intrigued. I wonder how they got away with posting a flyer like this. I know, right? I wonder how many students have seen this. This is too bold, even for a prank. I'm doubtful this is a prank at all. The content sounds extremely planned out and real. The sense of seriousness given off by this paper is so high that I cannot think of it as a joke. This is ridiculous. I can't let some flyer change my mind. Having stopped in my tracks, I begin to move again, turning my head away. It's just a sheet of paper. But even so, it doesn't take long until I realize I can't stop thinking about it. Understandable. If I like seen that, it's like, that would be on my mind a lot too. Bing bong. That's what a Crucian carp is. Is that how you say that word? I don't know. The flyer's gone. Unsurprisingly. The club meeting flyer that had been here before lunch was now gone. I wonder where it went. Maybe someone took it down? Or maybe... The meetup spot was meeting room 3, right? Hello? A soft voice greets me as I open the door to meeting room 3. My eyes meet with its owner. Hello? Being greeted so suddenly makes me feel strangely nervous. What the fuck is that? Are you constipated, my dude? Being greeted so suddenly makes me feel strangely nervous. The piano is really beautiful, by the way. The thin boy must have sensed this from the hesitation in my voice. He gives me an apologetic-looking, frightened sort of smile. He shakes his glossy hair, which resembles a raven's feathers. Oh, looks like we got another one. Based on your timing, you must be the last person joining us. Hopefully. I know this guy. He's the student council vice president. His face appears in the student council newspaper sent out by the school once a month. Despite his appearance, he got a good sense of humor and writes interesting columns. Even a former Tron like me knows exactly who he is. That is Mayo Mabuchi. Mabuchi! I may not remember the student council president's name, but I do remember his. Welcome. Help yourself to an empty seat. Okay. I get the skinny boy from earlier, but why is Mayo here? Why would a kind, gentle guy like him come to a meeting about suicide? Hey, sweetheart, come sit next to me. A sweet sin accompanies the voice that reverberates above my head. As I look up to the freckled-covered boy smiling down at me like a fox, the bones in my neck loudly crack. So I know they're all in high school, but that looks like a whole-ass man. He looks like a whole-ass man. Uh-oh, did your neck just break? I bet it totally broke. He's a social butterfly. I don't know this tall boy, but I have him pegged in an instant. You want to peg him in an instant? We're from different planets. He doesn't look like the type to have a single problem in his life, yet he's here at a meeting for troubled people. There's no way I can play along with this jokester and ask if what he's really doing here right now, though. A few steps behind us, a boy with hidden eyes who doesn't speak up at all looks at me and the party animal with interest. The way he stays silent and swiftly moves his head from side to side reminds me of a chicken. Buck, 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 buck. Our eyes just met, I think. His slender shoulders jolt exaggeratedly as he quickly whips his light purple hair to the side. Some people probably find these motions cute, but understanding the reason for his behavior, I just feel bad for him. How does he see? Took you long enough. A low, muffled voice comes from the far end of the room. Although the voice is quiet, its owner's hostility is loud and clear. White-haired man. A black mask, round glasses, and bleach-burned hair. His appearance is captivating, reminiscent of an underground subculture extremist group member. Fair enough. Don't fucking look at me. I'll kill you. Aw, he seems nice. Also, I know this is like an anti-romance otome. Yeah, it's an anti-romance otome. In my mind, that makes sense, but if I try to explain it, I feel like, I don't know, I would have trouble. Like Kingdom Hearts. It's like in your brain, you're like, yeah, that makes sense, but you try to explain it, and you're like, From my understanding, like, even if they go into, like, relationships and stuff, it's not necessarily meant to be romantic or, like, maybe, like, healthy or something like that. I think. From my understanding. Don't fucking look at me, I'll kill you. The skinny boy and the boy with hidden eyes give off a vibe very similar to mine. This guy also gives off the same vibe, but he's not someone I'd want to get involved with. The eyes of a ferocious tyrant are visible behind the lenses. The words, "Don't wake the beast," spring to mind when I look at him. Looks like it's 5:45 now. How about we begin? The one who made the flyer is the club leader. The one who made the flyer is the club leader, so please go ahead and start things off for us. What? Aren't you the one who set this up? Huh? It wasn't me. The leader isn't one of you guys? The silence that envelops the room serves as an answer. That's not good. Just to be clear, y'all came after seeing the flyer, right? None of you were forced to come here. Of course! Oh, wait, don't tell me. Someone who isn't suicidal actually came? Huh? Am I the only one who wants to die? Shut up. Everyone here obviously wants to die, right? Everyone in the room nods at the same time, including me. Mayo's expression brightens up a bit at everyone's reaction. Then I guess it's okay. We may not know who made that flyer, but it was thanks to them that we all got to meet. This is kind of pathetic, but I never thought there'd be so many people who think the same as me here. I feel a bit more capable of killing myself now. Okay. How about we use this opportunity to introduce ourselves? The flyer said that by gathering and chatting with like-minded people, we can achieve a peaceful death. That's a thick hearing right there. I think whoever wrote that is right. We all plan on dying a week from now, and so by getting to know each other's opinions, we might feel better about actually doing it. How about we start with the one sitting on the far right? Do you mind introducing yourself? Huh? Me? Oh, have you not decided what to say yet? Oh, that's not the problem. I haven't mentally prepared, let alone organized my thoughts yet. Sure, I want to die, but I only came here on a whim. I tried going home. I even got to the school entrance, but I couldn't stop thinking about the flyer. In the end, I rushed up the stairs that got me here 5 minutes after they planned the meeting time. There are so many people here. We may not act alike, but in a good way. I feel like a connection is being made between all of us. So this is Club Suicide. A space where people who pray for their own demise to gather. These boys want to commit suicide. I also want to commit suicide. Do I actually want to kill myself? I am Star Ringo. I have lost sight of any reason to keep going, so I planned on killing myself. My voice pathetically trembles as I blurt out these words. Why is my voice trembling? Am I scared? What's wrong with me? Oh, okay, so the little boy is Ebezizen. Oh, I'm Ebezizen. I'm a first year and a member of the manga club. I lost all sight of hope in my future, so I thought I'd just kill myself. During my final 7 days, I'm planning on doing anything I can to show my parents that I appreciate them. Okay, so the big flirty dude is Shiki Kururugi. Kururugi. Shiki Kururugi. Shiki Kururugi is the name, don't wear it out. I'm a senior and a former captain of the basketball team. The reason I want to die? Oh yeah, I'm just tired of living, I guess. This week before I die, I guess it'd be nice if I could get a girlfriend. That's all from me. Messiah Yusi here. I'm a third year and I'm in the photography club. He literally does the fingers like together, like shy pose. Ever since I was young, I wanted to be the hero people could rely on. But then I realized how impossible that is. So I came to today's meeting. I don't have any particular regrets. I just wasn't too sure when I should meet my maker. The flyer said March 23rd, so I decided that's when I'll do it. Mitsuki Kugajima. I'm a second year. I'm not in a club. There's someone I want to beat to a pulp before it's too late. That's all you need to know. Mayo Mabuchi. His name is so funny. Mabuchi here. Mayo Mabuchi here. I am the student council vice president. I believe that my death will bring happiness to those I love. And that's why I decided to commit suicide. Killing myself is the only way I can truly achieve my goal. But I'm still kind of afraid of dying. So for the next week, overcoming this fear will be my new goal. That's so lighthearted. So lovely. Everything's going smoothly. As smooth as a razor blade. Ha ha. Looks like we're all able to clarify the issue we need to clear up before committing suicide next week. We don't need to do this every day, but it would be great if we could meet up and do a little progress reports once on some time. And like progress reports, like usually like for improvement and stuff, but not here. OMG, I could fix him. This feels no different from a regular club meeting. Ebba's suggestion is to ensure that we will all go through with things on that fateful day. Sure, why not? Having progress reports might make things feel more real. Not a bad idea, but we only got 1 week. I soon find myself feeling overwhelmed by everyone's seriousness. We could try doing interim reports and final reports. Today's Tuesday. We plan on dying on Monday, the day of the graduation ceremony. So let's meet on Friday with a final report on Monday. How about that? We can just cut to the chase now that things are going to be done. Genuine determination. Facing the reality of having to commit suicide soon. I finally understand the meaning of being frozen with fear. I'm pretty sure there's a final practice session for the graduation ceremony on Friday. Rather than meeting on a day where we're extremely busy, how about we meet on a day where we're more free, like on Thursday? That'd be great. I've got lots of student council work on Fridays anyway. I hate to not be able to chat with you like-minded people properly because I'm rushed to take care of some other things. Alright, then the interim will be 2 days from now. The final report will be next Monday, the morning of the big day. How's that sound? You only realize how cowardly you really are when you're forced into a corner. My poor, foolish, and beloved soul is exposed for the first time as the determination of these boys show just how much of a faker I am. I'm really glad I was able to make some nice friends at this meeting. Let's all do our best in the upcoming 7 days to leave this world without any regrets. Yay. I don't actually want to kill myself. Oh. Intro time! Donut? Heels? Knife? Gnosis. There's another dude that we haven't met. Maybe he's the guy who put, we're so pretty! I like how her voice is in that part. Like, she sounds like it's like the whole time it's like it's soft and pretty. And then, I don't know, it sounds, how do I explain it? It sounds like a little maybe not like uneasy, but more unhinged, maybe? Where she sings, I don't know. I like it. I think I'm gonna censor those scenes, those few scenes, though. Maybe. I had to look it over again in post because I hear like people who like the game, but did not appreciate like the explicit depictions of self-harm in the intro. So I might censor that. Pathetic. I'm so pathetic. Even after boldly claiming that I hate other people. Even after snickering at the fact that my life is worthless. I crumbled at the opportunity to finally end it all. Even after looking down on myself and others, I still love my pathetic self too much to die. I'm a hopeless phony. An irredeemable spoiled brat. I don't have a smidge of courage in me. I'm trying to forgive myself for not making an excuse and blaming it on being overwhelmed by their eagerness. Now, faced with the real opportunity, I finally see my true intentions, and for the first time, I feel curious about what makes up a human being. These boys actually plan on killing themselves. I want to see how things play out for them. Lordy. I assume morbid curiosity, I guess, is the same reason why I'm playing this game. Morbid curiosity. Lordy. Ebba Zeisen. He gives off the same vibe as me. He's a gloomy, nerdy boy. Because he's lost all sight of hope in his future, he plans on committing suicide. During his final 7 days, he plans on to do everything he can to show his parents he appreciates them. If you do like a drinking game for how many times they say the word suicide, you might actually accidentally like commit suicide from alcohol poisoning. As someone in the same situation as him, it's easy to think of several reasons as to why he feels he has no future ahead of him. But his current goal shows he lives with good people. I want to know why he has no hope for the future even though he lives with a stable family. Shiki Kurugi, a tall, flirtatious guy. He doesn't look like the type to even consider suicide, but since he's tired of living, he wants to die. Claims, anyway. He also stated that his final goal is to get a real girlfriend. I don't get why someone so happy would be tired of living. Besides, he looks like the type who can get as many girlfriends as he wants. Honestly, I can't imagine him even considering suicide. I can't disprove of his claims either, though. I want to know exactly what's wrong with him. Masaya Yusui, a shy senior who seems dissociated from those around him. Calming down and thinking about it, he stated he wants to kill himself because he can't be a hero. Just what does that mean? What made him think like that? On top of that, he claims to have no regrets and wasn't sure when to die until recently. Despite everything he says sounds so vague, but for some reason what he said before didn't feel like a lie. I'm curious to find out what he thinks a hero is. I can't imagine what he'll do in the next 7 days. It must be because we're the same that I feel so curious. I want to try to understand how he feels, even just a little bit. Mitsuki Kukujima. He gives off a similar vibe as me, but he's hard to approach. The first thing he said, he's like, "Don't look at me, I'll fucking kill you." He's going to get revenge on someone before it's too late. Does the too late part relate to age? What does he mean by get revenge? Can he not get his revenge when he's a bit older? Is age the reason why he's going to do this now? Or is he hiding his true reason? I also want to know how far he'll go. He probably won't kill anyone, but still, he only gave up little details, so I'm curious as to what else he's planning. Mayo Mabuchi, which is really funny to say. The kind student council vice president, with some really baller piercings in his ears. Dying will bring happiness to those he loves. Just what does that even mean? During these 7 days, he plans on overcoming his fear of death. There must be more to his simple-sounding story. He writes interesting columns, is kind, and even reliable. But meeting him for the first time has changed my impression of him completely. Saying he's doing this for the ones he loves makes this an egotistical action. Just how much is he really carrying on his shoulders? Why is he going as far as sacrificing his life to make others happy? I can't help but feel interested in all 5 guys. I could go for a burger. Even though I don't want to die, I am interested in how another person plans on killing themselves. I'm such a horrible person. Club Suicide must be punishing me for underestimating suicidal people. I don't have the courage to back out of the club now. In any case, I must not let their suicides be forgotten. I must be by their side as they leave this world by their own hand. I must give in to my dark desire and stick by them until the very end. If I don't, I'll be disrespecting their entire view on life. I'll just be using hypocritical reasons to justify my actions at this point. However, I must note, there's 5 of them and 1 of me. It'd be impossible for me to collect the memories of all 5 boys' suicides equally. I'll pick one boy in particular and follow him to his death. While contemplating my options, his face appears in the back of my mind. Oh, first choices. Should we go in order of the portraits? So, like, little nervous boy right there. Mr. Flirtatious dude. The uwu shy boy who can't be a hero. The guy who says he wants to kill you. And student council president. Fighting my instincts to, like, look at a Warford because it says it's meant to be played blind. Let's go for the guy right here. The boy with the small dark circles under his eyes. The one who feels extremely similar to me. Out of all the guys, his aura felt the closest to mine. This might seem like a simple reason, but similar people feel a kind of attraction to one another. He's going to kill himself because he has no hope for his future. If I was asked if I had any hope for my own future, I say that things feel so hazy I can't even feel a sense of despair, let alone picture hope. Even still, I dare to secretly admit that I want to live. On the other hand, with no hope for the future, Ebba wants to die. What's so different between me and this like-minded boy? Club Suicide had just ended. If I hurry, I might be able to talk to him before he leaves. If I lose this chance, there's no guarantee that I'll be able to talk to him until the day he's supposed to die. So I can't let this opportunity pass me by. He has trouble communicating, just like me. I doubt he'd be wandering around out in the open, not to mention we're in different years. Introverts aren't creatures who seek out interactions. They connect with others only by chance encounters and when sensing that they share a similar scent. That's actually so real. 'Cause I don't really like to talk to anyone. Like, unless, I don't know how to talk to people, or sometimes I don't even feel like I want to talk to people. 'Cause, first of all, I don't know what to say. And stuff. But if I feel like they might have, a similar interest to me, that makes it, infinitely easier. Because it gives me a reason to talk to them. So, I saw this girl. I became friends with this girl back in high school. Because, she wore, Zelda shirts to school. And she looked like the type to, Doki Doki Literature Club. And remember, we were on a fire drill one day, and I was, kind of humming the tune to myself, and she's like, oh, is that, you're doing a Doki Doki Literature Club? And then we become really good friends. I don't know. I definitely feel that. If I miss this opportunity, there's a high possibility that we'll never be able to see each other again. I can just think about how I'll go along with this suicide plan, while hiding my true feelings of wanting to live later on. For now, I'll just have to muster up the courage and catch him. Moving my stiff, shut-in legs as fast as I can, I rush to the entrance of the school. Peeking over at the shoe racks for first-year students. I see him. It's Ebba. I remember my biggest flaw only after I take the first step towards him. I'm not good at talking to people. Felt. How should I approach him? We met a few minutes ago. Why am I hesitating now like he's a complete sketch? Why didn't I save it when... Oops, my bad. I should have saved it when it get like all the options of who you wanted to shadow. I'm hesitating now like he's a complete stranger. He's younger than me and looks more shy, too. It isn't until I get a good look at him from afar that I finally get the courage to timidly call out to him. Ebba. Rather than being surprised at how small my own voice was, I was more focused on the way his shoulders exaggeratedly jolted as he lost balance. Jumpy type. I'm also very jumpy. I immediately reach forward, but I can't catch him in time. Ebba falls on his butt like a spinning top that has lost its momentum. The painful sound of his butt hitting the floor is neither a tap or a thump echoes in the lonely hallway we stood in. Oh, that hurt. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to scare you. Are you alright? Oh. Yeah, totally. I'm fine. I just saw you from a I just saw you from a distance, so... I thought I'd say hi. Sorry. It's fine. I'm the one who should be apologizing. I made a fool of myself. It's a crossfire apology battle. Introverts have the tendency to do this from time to time. It feels like how I usually talk to people online. Feels like when the other person doesn't let you get the last word in, so you just keep replying. What do you mean when you said you came to say hi because you saw me? How should I spin this? Maybe it'd be better to say something to do with his final goal. Back at the meeting, you said you wanted to be of use to your parents, right? Why is he drooling? Oh, yeah. Is that drool? Why is his mouth like that? I was just wondering if there's anything I could do to help. That's all. That isn't really a lie. As I stay by Ebba's side while hiding my own desire to live, I'd like to try and help him out with his pursuit of Deaf Girl. I can't try to sway his decision to commit suicide. I don't have the right to. And I don't plan on doing so. She really is like... Well, at least they're not doing like, OMG, I could fix him. But I don't know how I feel about this. I just want to help to get rid of any regrets he may have. I want to help him feel at peace. What? Are you sure you really want to? Even though you're also gonna die, you're gonna spend your final days with someone like me? I don't really have any regrets to sort out anyway. You're a friend who has the same type of goal as mine. You just want to help a friend. I just want to help a friend out with wanting to die. It's not wrong to say that I do want to be his friend. Wrapping up my lies with sincerity, I look into his big, rabbit-like eyes. It's probably a reflex that's ingrained in his body. The moment our eyes meet, his teary, raven-colored irises look away awkwardly. What? You shouldn't. Please let me help you. Are you sure? You really want to? That's why I came to speak with you. As long as I'm not intruding, that is. Of course I'm intruding. I'm the worst for showing a sliver of hope for my refusal to someone who obviously has trouble saying no to people. Still, I persist. It's not like there's any downside to this for him, so he should just accept it. I need to convince him that this is the right thing to do. I bend down slightly and make eye contact with him. Ooh, bold. As I look him up and down, the words that came out of his mouth are not what I had been expecting at all. How can I get some money? Huh? How can someone bring up something so sleazy at school? Can't believe a shy boy like him would ask such a thing. Money? What are you talking about? I just mean, oh, his parents are poor. I like to repay my mom and dad, so I need to get some money, quick. So in other words, he wants to know how to earn money. I'm gonna save it. Boop. Boop. So you want to know how to get money from someone, right? He said he needs money fast. Because, like, well, if he, like, just wants to borrow money, then that makes him in debt to someone else. I don't think he wants that. He said he needs money fast. If that's the case, then he barely got any time to earn it. Most part-time jobs pay monthly. I could be wrong, but is he looking for someone who might be able to give him the money? I heard of people doing that kind of stuff before. People the same age as us receiving lunch money and travel expenses from adults. Ugh. But this boy who's afraid of human interactions like me wouldn't choose such a risky option, would he? And I do think he's one of the characters that are underage, for sure. He's literally a first year. And that said, Ed is all ready to give up his life for this goal. So this might be an option he's willing to take. I just wanted to check with him, but surprisingly the mere mention of such a possibility makes Ebba tightly squint his tired eyes like he's trying not to cry. No, I don't mean earning money from someone like that. I could never do something that shady and scary. Yeah, you're right. That's dangerous after all. It may be dangerous, but it's just my life on the line. If it's just dangerous, I wouldn't mind doing it. But getting money for free from a stranger like that, I'd have to make up for however much they give me. I wouldn't be able to show my face to mom and dad. Yeah, wait, I did click the one I thought I clicked, right? Doing nothing yet. Getting money from someone I don't know is just... I don't want to repay my parents using that kind of money. I wouldn't be able to look at my parents as their son anymore. Well, when I chose that choice, I wasn't implying that. I'm not trying to criticize people who actually do that for a living. I really love my parents, so I don't want to do anything shady behind their backs. Also, paying people back. It's also kind of scary, isn't it? Nothing in this world is really free. If something happened to my parents after I'm already dead... His chest must have felt heavy just at the thought of this. Ebba's small shoulders tremble as large sparkling tears fall from his big eyes. What he's saying may be difficult for some people to grasp, but it is only natural and totally sensible. Makes perfect sense. Families shape people's true identities. People can grow beautifully with love, regardless of whether their parents discipline or spoil them. In the same way, people can become rebellious without the love of their parents, regardless of whether they're strictly disciplined or pampered. People can change. But sadly, traces of the nest they've left behind cannot be completely hidden, no matter how much they try. Hints will remain. A lack of love and distorted values can be seen in their casual gestures, thoughts, eyes, and words. That's why I can tell that Ebba was raised by a family who loves him a lot. I can say that with total confidence. His reasons for suicide has nothing to do with his family. It makes me even more curious. Why does he want to die even with such a loving family by his side? How strange. If I did a guess, maybe he's like, he loves his family so much that he's scared he will like be like a failure or something. Or adequate. I don't know. Or maybe if they have trouble with money, maybe he's like, well, I'm like taking their money too, and he might feel guilty about that because he don't think he's making anything of his life. So if he were to, you know, die, he might like think, well, they will have less to spend on, I guess. You know, funerals are like extremely expensive from what I heard. Maybe there's like a life insurance payout though. Sorry for suddenly crying. You don't have to apologize. Ebba tries to stop the overflowing tears by rubbing his eyes. It doesn't take long before they finally stop. Shoot, I should have brought a handkerchief. I feel a twinge of regret as I stick my hand into my empty pockets. So then, you want to know how to earn some money? Yeah. Sure, I like to earn it. But is there anything a useless person like me can do to get money quick? I was wondering if you knew of ways to earn some money. Like something even I can do. But nothing scary like borrowing money or getting a loan for nothing. I chose the... Let me save it here. I'm gonna load back to the choice. Because that's what I do. Because that's what I press. He wants to know how to earn money. And then she says you want to learn how to get money from someone, right? But if I choose the other one... You want to know how you can borrow money from people. No. Okay, so that's fair. But nothing scary like borrowing money or getting a loan for nothing. If that's the case, then he might be interested in doing some of those quick jobs that's always been advertised on the streets. Turning on my phone, I unlocked it and get to searching. Among the several recruiting sites that come up, I tap on the name of a site that often comes up in video and banner ads. I got a couple of hits. Like temp jobs that pay with cash. Jobs where you can get paid on the same day. I see quite a couple of those. Quite a few. What? There are actually jobs like that? Yeah. For example, while scrolling through the eye-catching mess of job offers, I read the titles of a couple out loud. Security staff. I'm afraid of driving. I don't think I'd be cut out for that job. I'm also scared of driving, man. It's okay. Utility distribution inspector. Go into someone's house to work? I'm not good with strangers. Felt. Delivery boy. I don't have a license yet. Construction worker. I'm not strong enough for that. Phone operator. I have to talk, so felt. I serve customers. I could never. I knew it. We were the same after all. Reading them out loud, none of these jobs felt possible. Neither for him nor me. This was mainly due to my lack of social skills. It's really hard living in a world where communication is key. Reality always crushes my hopes. Looking at the screen, I start to feel a bit blue. How about... I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm really grateful that you want to help me out, but... You see, there isn't much that I can do. Back with that constipated ass face. Please don't push yourself too much to trying to help me. It'd be best if you didn't worry about me. It's true that as students, we have very few options and lack the ability to solve financial problems. Not to mention, we only have a week. I'm still not sure how he plans to show his parents his appreciation, but it means we have less than a week to work with. It's quite different for social misfits like him and me to get money. However, I've only looked through a handful of sites. There's still lots of options left. There has to be another way to make this work. Above all, I can't stand the fact that even though he truly cares for his parents, he's just going to accept that he can't do anything and die. It seems selfish and cowardly. My self-serving conscience can't stand what he's going to do. I'll keep looking. What? I'm sure there gotta be another way. Even if there isn't a way to get cash, we could still find a way to show your parents you appreciate them. What? You don't have to. Are you really sure you want to? Don't you think that might be a waste of time helping me out? Waste of time. Those words jab at my chest. I'm doing this because I want to. You love your parents, don't you, Ebba? If so, then let's do it. We're gonna die anyway. Ebba fidgets with his hands. He keeps opening and closing his mouth without saying a word while looking at me apologetically. After hesitating for about 3 seconds, Ebba furrows his eyebrows and looks at me fearfully. I'm so sorry about all this, but thank you. I hope we can figure something out. Thanks for letting me help. Let's see what else we can do. Okay. I brace myself for an uncomfortable conversation about money. But it turns out, Ebba is but a pure boy nurtured by love from his parents. The orange sun shines through the school entrance. The strange week leading up to the fragile boy's death is about to begin. Day 2. Oh, lordy. Ooh, lordy. How do I word shit? First of all, I definitely feel After Dark is a good option for this game. I don't think I'd be comfortable to put this on my main channel. So definitely don't regret that. I feel like I don't want to stream this either. Definitely not. I guess our MC is definitely, our main character is definitely flawed. I mean, what to say? I don't know how to feel about her saying about his actions being, like, she mentioned like ones being like egotistical or selfish and stuff like that. I'm not. Well, she didn't say it to the person. I guess it was like, as long as like it's in your thoughts, it's okay. But I hear it's like one of those things you should never really say to a suicidal person. So, yeah. Darn, I'm gonna have to cut out a lot of my fucking, like, I don't know. I'm so smart, I don't know what to say. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.